would have imagined that discussing Mohamed Salah's talent would generate a heated social media debate regarding the Africa Cup of Nations. That's what happened when Sky pundit Jamie Carragher said the AFCON was not a major tournament. So, what did Carragher say? Who else has spoken out? Is AFCON devalued by a European-centric perspective on world football? Following Liverpool's 2-0 Premier League victory over Manchester City on Sunday, analysts in the Sky Sports studio debated Salah's performance and if this season may be one of the greatest individual campaigns. The discussion then shifted to whether Salah was in contention for the Ballon d'Or, a coveted annual award given to the world's finest player. Last year, Manchester City midfielder Rodri won the Ballon d'Or, which is voted for by 100 journalists from around the world. Former Liverpool defender Carragher stated Salah would need to win the Champions League to win the Ballon d'Or because voters do not consider the African Cup of Nations to be a major tournament. He went on to say, "I think the problem is the fact he's with Egypt, and he's probably not playing in the major tournament as such, or maybe got a great chance of winning. I think it's either the Champions League or the major tournament. Normally, the player who excels in that." Carragher's frequent use of the term major tournament irritated fellow pundits Micah Richards and Daniel Sturridge. Richards emphasized that the AFCON was a major tournament, adding, "A lot of people are at home saying they aren't taking it seriously. AFCON is a big tournament." Former Liverpool striker Sturridge stated, "It's a fact. If you win the Euros or Copa America it's deemed to be big, so the AFCON is at the same level." Carragher replied, "Egypt are not going to win the World Cup, are they?" And when Richards tried to explain, he cut him off and said, "Oh God." Clips of the argument circulated widely on social media. Carragher attempted to clarify his comments on X on Monday, stating Salah was at a disadvantage playing for Egypt in terms of him winning the Ballon d'Or. If Salah had an average season at LFC but won the AFCON and was MVP, most valuable player, I don't think he would win the Ballon d'Or. Because I don't think AFCON carries the weight of other tournaments. But if Mbappe had an average season at Real Madrid but won the World Cup for Euros, he would still have a great opportunity. Carragher's comments garnered condemnation from several former players. Former Aston Villa and Egypt captain Ahmed El Mohammadi wrote on X, "Jamie Carragher doesn't know what major tournaments are because he never won one. AFCON is a major tournament. So proud to have won it twice. AFCON is held every 2 years and has traditionally been hosted during the European winter season. No African nation has ever won the World Cup, and just one, Morocco in Qatar 2022, has advanced to the semis." In terms of money, Ivory Coast won $7 million, £5.5 million, for winning AFCON 2023. Argentina won $42 million, £33.3 million, for winning the previous World Cup, and Spain won over €28 million, £23.4 million, for winning Euro 2024. Former AC Milan and Liberia striker George Weah is the first African player to have won the Ballon d'Or, doing so in 1995. Salah's best finish was 5th in 2019 and 2022. In 2021, former Arsenal and England player Ian Wright stated that certain media coverage of AFCON was tinged with racism, adding, "Is there ever a tournament more disrespected than the Africa Cup of Nations?" To understand the worth of AFCON, simply listen to some of the continent's top players. Legends include Samuel Eto'o, Yaya Toure, and Didier Drogba, as well as current stars Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and Riyad Mahrez. They have trophy cases filled with medals and trophies from European club football, but AFCON is everything to them. Comparisons will always be drawn to the quality of the Euros and the Copa America, but winning the trophy is extremely tough for even the biggest stars and countries. The tournament may not be given the attention it deserves in some areas of the world, but the idea that this is changing, and that the next edition in Morocco, where football is thriving right now, will be bigger than ever, possibly influencing the Ballon d'Or vote.